Hello and welcome. I'm Arumba. Thank you for joining me. This is episode 33 of our Let's Play the Elder Kings mod for Crusader Kings 2. And where we left off last, we had just fantastically accumulated the greedy trait. Big boost to our tax income. Actually very significant considering almost all of our income comes from our own personal holdings. A 15% increase, it's about 6 gold a year, which is a lot when you consider that we only make 52. So, and then, especially if you compare that to the actual net balance, it's so expensive to maintain your retinue and your levy that 6 gold over just 28 is an even more significant number. But, yeah. So we're greedy. We're going to finish this war, and we should also be able to now use the Conquest CB if everything makes sense and works the way it's supposed to. Apparently he's making someone like him better. Need to choose someone's education path. Let's go with Mercantile, as always. It's my favorite. We'll send that army there. In fact, we'll break it up already into roughly 2 equal parts. Oh, shoot, it's not letting me do it the way I want. Alright, let's just wait till they're all there. Combine again. And let's take them and split them roughly equal about. Yeah, it's close enough. We'll have 1,100 go there, and these 900 can stay here. Princess Sid's sudden infant death syndrome. Yeah, let's see if we can get on a matrilineal marriage for her. Couldn't hurt. Yeah, whatever. Just go make our dynasty bigger. Bigger dynasty means bigger claims, more claims. And more score, ultimately. If you have more people in the dynasty, it's just good. I don't really worry too much about women. I care much more about the sons. My wife wants to make a friend, and apparently we're falling in love. How lovely. She's not feeling appreciated, though. A young, talented artist from Soulrest proposes to paint an iconic portrait of King Frog the Heretic. Why are you painting a picture of my dad? My dad's dead. King, the backup plan, is in power. Don't you know that? Yeah, go ahead and do it. Should be a picture of me, though. King Rexio of Nibene has called King Salvian of Skingrad into the Second Nibonese embargo war. So apparently now I'm also at war with these guys. How much power do you have? Only 2,900. We're fine. Still doing pretty well on factions. We've got one person here who's being a little bit of a problem, but let's see. Where do you live? She lives over there in Gideon. Let's see if our spy master can work her magic on that guy too. Okay, well, we've already got the CB that we need, the trait that we need, so let's just let's keep doing this. Take the family along. More prisoners is good. Ransom. My wife is pregnant. Yay, onward. Now we're going to make a bunch more kids that can die. Sadly. What is that? Serpiginos dementia. There's an epidemic of it. Interesting. I think I read in the tooltip or the description of the game as you're loading it, I think this is the illness that causes 99.99% of people to die if they're not Argonian. I guess we'll see. Let's see what his court looks like. Are they all Argonian? They probably are, but it's dangerous. I know that. I know there's an illness that really kills everyone that's not Argonian. You can surrender any time now, guy. You're not going to stop me. I'm going to just keep taking all your stuff. Although surprisingly, this war score is not really moving very quickly. But once again, this is going to really weaken his realm. Ah, girls. Okay, we'll just not be funny with names this time. Just don't make too many of them. I don't even know why it surprises me. It really shouldn't by now. Yeah, King Frog the Heretic. We need two of them, obviously. Two portraits of my dead father. And when you're sieging like this and you're doing multiple people, what you want to do is you want to spread out your men so you've got just enough to cover the garrison and the levy. But then I usually like to get a couple extra just in case another army comes by. I like to have at least a decent chunk of men. But then also kind of move them so they stay near each other so you can combine them again if the army does show up. So I'd actually prefer for this guy to be up here, but I already moved him in the wrong direction. But I also want to keep them spread out so that I can kind of move the army along in a little pattern, take over all the land. Ask politely. Yeah, quit it with that stupid faction, you. Do not speak to me of obligations and duties. I may be your vassal, but that does not make me your slave. I am within my full right to associate with that or whatever faction I wish. My opinion of her... No, her High Chiefess... It's a woman. I should say chiefess. Her opinion of me is reduced by 25, so now she's going to like me even less. You know what that means? Is I'm going to have to just... You're going to need to go away. I don't like you, and I'm going to have you killed. Oh, maybe not. Fine. I have a lot of prisoners now. Let's start ransoming them off. Still no sign of that army at all. I mean, it said he had about 2,000 men, but I just don't see them. The reason I have to keep checking over and over again is because if they all belong to the same liege, you can only request one at a time. Prisoners. Prisoners for everyone. Ooh, she's worth a lot. 46 gold. Oh, what's that then? What? We had defensive war happen to us? Who declared war on me? What? Are you kidding? Defending against High Chief Hulia of Archean in the Arcanian Soul Rester de jure war over Seaspring. Okay, so you think that you, with your massive 1,000 men, are going to be able to take over Seaspring from me. Right. Okay. Good call, buddy. And apparently we got factions again. What is going on here? Ah. There's that lady who's not friendly. Let's make... Let's go ahead and make this guy our... my wife would be better as a steward, but I'm going to make this guy because he's a landed person. His opinion is more important than my wife's. We'll collect taxes since it affects 2 territories. And how about we... Oh, let's deal with this faction again. So who's providing most of the power? Strongest person in the realm at 36% is High Chief Wulian. So it's neither of these two. It's the woman who we've already tried once to obligate out. Ah, well, she's already there, so we'll just keep trying to obligate her. We'll try it one more time, see if we can get her out. In the meantime, I'm not too worried about this war. He's very low on men. But if we have another war happen to us right now, that would not be good. And there's his army. Alright, so let's rally there. Taking over my trade posts. It's not very nice. We're at war, so I shouldn't be building things. My half-brother became a master Nightblade. Okay, cool. How about you get married to, yeah, we'll arrange a betrothal to her. Sounds good. That'll get him some land. Or his kids some land. Alright, so we've recombined the army. Let's hunt down this army here and fight it. And once he loses his army, he should quite likely surrender. And then I'll be able to go deal with this very, very foolish war. I can't believe he attacked me. That's some poor planning by the AI. %70% plot power, 70% power. We have a lot of money right now. Apparently we can put somebody in prison. High Chief Talon. Oh, good. High Chief Talon. He's the leader of the plot, Prince Frog for Soul Rest. And that means I can capture him. Where are you now? It's raining in Green Spring. Guess what? I've got a marshal for you. Yeah, we'll go ahead and put you in prison. 75% chance. Good, good. Now that faction will go away in just a moment because he's in prison. Even if he declared war, even if he activated the even if he activated the faction, he's in prison, so I'd instantly win. So he can't really do anything now. That faction should disappear soon. Come on, let's just deal with this army. Let's actually manage to get together 1,500 men. So. Alright, so we'll crush this army, and we'll just send the whole thing back down here. It's going to take a little bit more rallying, but oh, apparently she's restarted the faction. She's weaker. Alright, fine. If you have the money, I'll ransom you. Alright, so this is a perfect example. So I've got a bunch of money. He doesn't have the 145 gold that it would take to ransom me, so I can send him a gift. I'm going to send him 25 gold, which makes him like me a lot better, which will put him over the 145 gold that he needs. Now I can ransom him back to himself for 145. So I essentially just got 120 from him instead of 145. And I got a boosted opinion, even though I threw him in prison. So yeah, there's always that. You little... Now he immediately joins the faction. I should have known. Oh well, I got some money out of it. Let's see. She wants to become a king. I want to murder you. That's what I want to do. Still no one really wants to kill her, though. How about the other guy? Does anyone want to kill him? Not really. Well, we're still dealing with a lot of short range penalty, I think. No, not short range penalty anymore. But we just haven't been in power for very long. I'm only 23. So, okay. Well, we're definitely going to need to do something about that. If I remember correctly, he can't actually, or she rather, can't actually, she's really a problem. She can't actually activate the faction unless we're at peace. So I think we're okay as long as we're in one of these two wars. So we'll just leave it in war until I can do something about it. In the meantime, we have a tremendous amount of money. So what do we want to do? Let's actually build a new holding. Let's go ahead and build a city. 500 gold. I believe that this is only going to take 3 years. 34, 48. 34, 48. Yeah. So even though we're at war and there's that minus 25% or increased 25% build time from being at war, building a new holding doesn't count as building something in a holding. So it's kind of a good way to spend money since we're at war. This will be easy to win though. We'll just crush this little army and then take back that county, and then it's on him to take over, so we don't really need to worry about sieging him. Although I could attack him and capture him and then take some money from him. Where are ya? Reigning in Rock Park. Yeah, we can pay a visit to Rock Park, that's fine. If my army ever frickin' gets there. Good lord. Oh, good. Apparently we're zealous. Cool. I like zealous, I think it's a good trait. Let's work on our learning next. Now he's probably rallied his men again. Yep. This war is taking a little bit longer. My son and that guy, sounds good. Courtier in our prison died. You want to marry matrilinearly? No. That was a regular betrothal. I'm not going to let her trick us into doing that. You're going to marry the right way. Sneaky girl. Alright. Hey, what do you know? It's a girl. There's about a 100% chance that I have 5 daughters before I have a son. The only good thing about this plot that he has, what? How did you get put into prison? That's not good. But if she actually did enforce this claim, then I just play as that character. So it's not like we lose the kingdom or anything. Alright, good. Improved our learning. It's a quick little bit of prestige from that. And let's work on intrigue next. Awesome. Morrowind. What's your problem now? I really don't like you, Morrowind. Oh, he's attacking now in the claim on Fellmarsh, so he wants this county now. What a jerk. I really am going to need to find a way to stop him from doing that. I can't deal with that war right now, though. Not with this one, the embargo war, and everything. Yep. So many... Only so many things I can focus on at once. Let's head over to Rock Park. Capture that guy. That way not only will we get money from him surrendering, but if I capture him and then I ransom him to himself and then actually force him to surrender, I can get like a ton of money from him. Which we're going to need. Yeah, not going to do that. Not going to change the laws. Not on your terms. He's actually got 2,500 men now. It's pretty irritating. We've got quite a bit more men to raise. And I'm starting to play a little bit faster just because, you know, the beginning phases of this Let's Play was more of a, ooh, what's new? Now I'm just trying to play to, like, dominate the world. And it does become a little bit more repetitive. Yeah, this army of Morrowind, God, it's so big. 13,000 men. Let's see if we can just capture this guy real quick, and then I'm going to end the episode. A city has finished construction in Chase Point. So this is our holding right now. Let's go ahead and create a new vassal. He'll be our culture and our religion. So he's a Hist Patru, and it's just a brand new city. So he should quite quickly start upgrading it. In fact, we could even help him by upgrading one of them ourselves. And this is probably one of the only ways to actually get a decent-sized... Oh, never mind. There's a pretty darn good-sized fleet. Apparently castles have ships now. A few. So, inner coastal ones don't have ships, do they? No. Huh. Yeah, we have a lot more ships than I'd expect. Just lost a bunch of sieges. What just happened? Why didn't we capture you? You just sieged your holding. You should have been here. Alright, well, maybe I won't get quite as much money as I'd hoped for. That's fine. We'll just allow him to surrender. He's only going to give us 64 gold. Boo. Okay, well, I am going to surrender to Morrowind as well. Because he's a jerk. And it's just not going to happen. And we'll continue in the next episode taking care of this war up here. And then I think soon we should be able to create this next kingdom. So thank you so much for watching. See you in the next episode.